Yeah. आ सकता हूँ।
Pathak sir, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
How
Namaskar.
are you, sir? Namaskar.
राकेश जी जी should we start now? Okay, all right. So good afternoon everyone. Welcome to the third session on day 2 of the orientation program. May I please request everyone to mute their mics? Thank you. Welcome to this third session on day 2 of the orientation program. The program is being conducted in hybrid mode and students from all centers of IMC are connected to this. This session is on managing reputation through public relations. And we have with us 5 experts to talk about this. In the order that they will speak, we have Dr. Ajit Pathak, who is the president of PRSI, Shri Kalyan Ranjanji, Associate Vice President PR, Hindustan Coca-Cola, Shri Harshendra Singh Vardhan, Senior Manager Publicity and PR, IFCO, Dr. Samit Kapoor, Director at Factors PR, and finally, Shri Umesh Upadhyay ji, Senior Journalist and President and Media Director, Reliance. At the very outset, let me take this opportunity to thank our respected DG, Professor Dr. Sanjay Dwivedi ji, for being the guiding light, and Professor Dr. Pramod Kumar ji for convening this beautifully planned orientation program. I would also like to thank our Dean, Professor Govind Singh ji, and other colleagues who are present in this program. Friends, topic of today's session is, for me, an extension of the second session, pre-lunch, on brand building in the digital age. We all know that someone's reputation is a collection of other people's opinion about them, what they say, what they do, and what they sell. Their employees, products, services, and even their community presence. All of these help to shape their reputation. Every interaction a customer has with their company is an opportunity for their reputation to change for better or worse. The role of PR in reputation management is to leverage public relations outlets and techniques to improve your image in the eyes of others. We all must understand that reputation management has become an even greater concern in the current digital climate. And that is why I say that this session for me is an extension of the previous session. Things like fake news, digital scams from seemingly legitimate companies, and a spike in product recalls have made it critical for companies to earn and keep customer trust. What's more, bad press no longer dies with yesterday's news. Digital content can live and rank in search results for years, making it harder for brand wounds to heal. There is a subtle yet very important difference between traditional PR and reputation PR. Both are tools that can be used strategically to improve your reputation. But while traditional PR focuses largely on relationships with traditional media, reputation PR is all about online visibility. The main goal with reputation PR is to reach as many people as possible with your message. You might launch a new marketing campaign with the goal of earning brownie points from your audience, or you might use search engine optimization strategies so that people see positive press when they Google your brand. So that is a brief introduction to today's topic. Now I would like to invite the first speaker of today's session, Dr. Ajit Pathak. Dr. Ajit Pathak is National President of Public Relations Society of India for 16 years. He's been board member of International Public Relations Association and secretary of the Global Alliance of Public Relations and Communications Management, a consortium of 65 national public relations organizations. Professionally, he was General Manager, Administration, Corporate Communication and CSR in Indian Oil Corporation Limited. He has done MA in Public Administration and PhD in Public Relations. He is recipient of many national and international awards. Over to you, Dr. Pathak.
Namaskar and welcome to this Public Relations Orientation Program. Let me compliment all of you who have been picked up to be part of IIMC Mass Communication courses. Highest recognition for those who are aspiring to have a career in public relations, mass communication and journalism. Public relations is something all of you may not be opting right the moment. Some will go to journalism, Hindi, some will go to journalism in English, advertising. But here, me and some of my other friends who are experts in public relations will share with you the basic concepts of public relations, what we do. And when I started my career, I also came from a zigzag route of cartooning, radio, television, and newspapers, but loved to be part of public relations and corporate communications. I retired, you can see in my profile, as in charge of administration and CSR, but still my love remains PR and corporate communication. So I'll start with this. You can all see this. Your perception, I would like to check. You know, we all deal with perceptions of public around. Here, some of you will say this is half filled glass of water. There will be others who will say this is half empty. If we talk of perception in public relations and media, those who are saying this is half filled are defending the status of half filled. They are positive about it. They will defend the situation. Those who say this is half empty have a critical eye and they want to be journalists, explore why half, what are the reasons, what is the background, and that takes you to the root of journalism. The third category, you ask within, there are so many, so I can't ask you, it is not that classroom situation, but the third category that will justify this half glass of water quality better than full Bisleri bottle, and that is advertising. They will say that you drink half of this water and you are better than any bottle of water. So these are the three categories of mass communication. I want to tell you, whatever you do in your career, public relations as a journalist will be helpful. The tools of public relations will be very much required in advertising career. So understand the basics of public relations. Rakesh ji, can I share my presentation? Now, a small presentation. Yes, I would like to share
yes,
with
sir,
you.
Please. Yes, please go ahead, sir.
Do you get it?
We can see it, sir.
Okay. Well, friends, today the major need of the hour across the world, whether there are two countries, whether corporate and its stakeholders, central government or the state government, parents and children, everywhere there is a need for trust, and whole society is struggling to find a situation where we can get this trust build us. How public relations can work in that situation, let me share with you. Trust brings with it harmony, empowerment, growth, and smiles for everyone. Your trust is based on your perception, experience, hearsay, and feedback. Image and reputation play pivotal role in building your perception and trust. I recall the saying, if wealth is lost, nothing is lost. Health is lost, something is lost. If image is lost, everything is lost. So we all work hard to have that image and public perception positive about us, about our organization. What is image? Image is not something which you think you are. It is what others perceive about you. And all such efforts to earn positive image are known as public relations. This is a typical public relations definition. You will refer in your books. Underline sustained, planned, and deliberate communication, and based on truth to project right image of the organization. If it is not truth, it is not public relations, it could be anything else. Realizing the ethical aspect of public relations and the unethical practices coming in profession, this is the International Public Relations Association definition, which so far is not included in any of the textbook. You can refer this. The ethical communication has been added in the definition of public relations. So this is PR is a decision-making management practice tasked with building relationships and interests between organizations and their publics based on the delivery of information through trusted and ethical communication methods. It's a way of life, how you see life, how you deal with public. There used to be a time when PR was known for something else. एक बदनाम छवि थी पब्लिक रिलेशंस की, जहां लोग सिर्फ ये समझते थे कि शायद मीडिया को फ्रेंडली तरीके से डील करना या उनको लंच डिनर पे ले जाना या एक गिफ्ट दे देना, वही पब्लिक रिलेशंस का काम था. बट टुडे PR हैज मूव्ड much ahead. Today PR is professional, media is also professional. Neither they are interested in dinner or lunch, nor you are in that frame of mind. The best gift you can give to a journalist is a headline news story, which others do not have. So please provide best information whenever they are asking for. We are not the one who will compromise on basics of profession and ethics. We offer this drink, but this drink is correct information. Provide this drink to your media friends as much as possible. They will be much closer to you. With all our actions, we try to clear misconceptions and clear right image of the organization. Organization grows with the public relations, visibility, employee satisfaction, public support, brand value, improved sales, profitability, and overcoming misconceptions. These are the dividends of investment in public relations. We guard our organizations against all image spoilers around us. It's a two-way communication. If I say my version of a story and don't know whether you are taking it positively or not, it is not public relations. So I must get feedback from public. I should share my thoughts and keep revisiting what we are communicating. You have to be a visionary in the interest of the organization. if you really want to be successful in public relations profession, to me, a public relations person has to be effective writer, truthful, knowledge of the industry, good communicator. You must know media around, whether it is Hindi, English, regional language, and you need to be social scientist. Social scientist means you are able to see what is not visible to others, and you are able to hear what has not been said. So you are having these qualities, blessed with these qualities, and you can protect image of your organization as a committed communicator. Advertising, it is normally misconceived that this is one or the same thing. Advertising is used by public relations, but basic difference is that in advertising we pay for space and for the time in media, while in public relations we create opportunities to be visible in public and to build bridges of trust with the public at large. We believe in honest communication. We are not in the business of propaganda. It is 90% doing good and 10% talking about it. In your organization, unless you make effort to improve performance of your organization, you cannot keep talking about the good stories. You have to first achieve it, then take it to the public at large. You work as eyes and ears of the management, take the feedback of public at large, and advise top management. In fact, in developed countries, PR is part of the board function. In India, things are improving, and today, at least PR heads are allowed to be sitting in the board meetings so that they are in line with the management thinking. There's another expression I created that we don't believe in that Photoshop work of improving your image. You have to work it hard. At times, you are expected to do whitewashing of misdeeds of the organizations. You need not do that. You are not meant for that. It's a top management function. You will have a satisfaction of working with the highest authorities in the organization when you work in public relations. This is the process of public relations. You identify a problem, identify target audience, plan the program, implement a effective communication program, gradually build the acceptable image, evolve a foolproof feedback system, and relaunch it and review, and again come back to public with your program. Target audience is one that is influenced by public relations efforts. Stakeholders are those who have interest in your organization. And I will quickly run through these slides, which will give you indication what activities are there in public relations. Media management, annual reports, coffee table books, corporate brochure, annual reports, coffee table book, corporate brochure, special reports, sustainable development reports, house journal and newsletter, top management messages and speeches, publications to mark an occasion, product catalogs for your company, corporate films you make, exhibitions on various themes are organized, and you create what kind of theme you are going to have and showcase your company and products. These are the positive attitudes for public relations: skill to make friends, networking, literary activities, interest in cultural activities, drama, music, ability to announce on the stage, conduct programs, drawing and painting, knowledge of film production, camera handling, skills for event management. Would you like to dance on the tune of this world, or you believe in changing the world with the power of public relations? The whole new world of opportunities is waiting for you. Work for public relations, achieve progress through harmony. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Pathak, for sticking to the time limit and also introducing our students to the basics of public relations, how it is different from advertising.
Yeah, it was a T20 match for me, just to run so fast on certain
Yes.
important slides also where a lot of thoughts
No,
are there. But
we
yes,
saw that you were racing through your slideshow.
yes, yes.
But I'm very thankful to you for sticking to the time. Just one sentence I want to say, that we also saw some traces of your cartooning skills in your PPT. Like you mentioned in the beginning that you have also interest in cartooning. We could
Yeah.
see we could see that talent in your PPT. So thank you very much. Now on to the second speaker of the day, Shri Kalyan Ranjan. Shri Kalyan Ranjan is Associate Vice President, Public Affairs and Communications in Hindustan Coca-Cola Beverages Private Limited. He is a public affairs and corporate communication professional, having over 31 years of experience in proactively and strategically engaging with diverse stakeholders such as the government, media industry associations, communities, and NGOs to yield positive results for the organization operating in a challenging ecosystem. He is also president of IIMC Alumni Association. Shri Ranjan, please.
Thank you. Thank you, Professor Goswami. And thank you, Professor Pramod Kumar, for inviting me. In fact, if you did not understand the last bit of my introduction, okay, I have sat in IMC campus, Delhi, spent 9 months there, did my diploma in journalism, Hindi journalism, and passed out in 91. And it so happened that while I say that I am a trained journalist, but I ended up, or rather I started my career in public relations. So now I call myself a deemed journalist, because in PR, you do a bit of journalism without being on the other side of the fence. So I am a deemed journalist, but a full-time reputation practitioner. And let me ask you a question, everybody. What made you think that you would like to join IMC? Anybody and everybody, just one word. What prompted you to join IMC? Hello, speak up, guys and girls. Silence is golden, but not every time.
They are sitting in classrooms, and I don't think they have the facility to talk back.
Okay.
So the students who have joined through their laptop, mobile can revert.
Okay. So if you have been reading about IMC year after year, IMC has been ranking as #1 institute in the space of mass communication. What does that tell you? Again, you can't speak, so I'll answer the question also. So it tells me about the reputation of IMC. IMC के टीचर कैसे हैं, facility कैसी है, वो सब you only get to know when you join IMC. But from outside, what you hear, what you read, creates a picture of the reputation of the institute. And here we are talking about IMC. So that's what got me to IMC. And reputation, we'll come to specifics and some of 15 minutes, whatever we can talk about. So in fact, I was reading somewhere and I came across this interesting definition of reputation, which is by John Dalton. He has written a book about managing corporate reputation, and it says about reputation is the sum of values that stakeholders, please remember the word stakeholders, attribute to an organization. So again, let's come to IMC, back to IMC. So who all are the stakeholders in case of IMC? Obviously, all the students, you are the most important stakeholder. And as our DGC sir keeps on saying, that any institute is known by first the students, then comes teacher and infrastructure, everything comes after that. So if there are students who are curious to learn, who are inquisitive, who trouble their teachers for right reasons and not mostly wrong reasons, because we end up creating difficulty for our teachers in the wrong way. So that's what DG sir says, and I fully agree with it. So attribute to an organization, institution/company based on their perception. So reputation, a big part of reputation is how we perceive anything. And perception could be completely far off from the reality. So what we say is image is more real than reality. So at times, like could be a completely different person when you meet me, but reputation would have preceded me, and therefore you would have some picture about, say, Professor Rakesh Goswami or Dr. Ajit Pathak or me or Harsh, who will speak to you after me. So perception and interpretation. So perception and how we interpret an organization or a person of the image that the company that gets communicated over time. So there are a couple of elements to reputation. One is stakeholder. So stakeholders are very, very important when it comes to building a reputation or spoiling your reputation, because it all happens in the eyes of your stakeholder. And stakeholder is not always, mostly when we talk about stakeholder, we look outside. But guys, there is a huge amount of stakeholder, huge number of stakeholder within the organization. So all employees, their families, your vendors, business partners, they are all stakeholders. So external stakeholders are as important, as relevant as internal stakeholders. And I have always believed that managing reputation is not the job of just the PR department of any organization, but every single employee, every single vendor, every single business partner is a walking, talking reputation of the organization, good or bad. So that's how we look at a reputation in our company and everywhere that I have worked with. Everything is in reputation management is very simple. It looks very simple. कि अरे 4 story तो निकालनी है, but boss, what goes in those 4 stories, you will realize when you come on this side of the fence. It's not as simple as it looks from outside. Harsh will know, I've seen him for past few years. I don't have to follow up for stories, my team does, but I have seen Harsh and his team doing it day in and day out. But nothing in reputation management is very easy. So that is the second part. Looks very simple, but it's not easy. And therefore, for all those aspiring PR professionals / reputation management / put any word of your choice, come with an understanding that it looks simple, but it's not easy. And therefore, spend your time in institute very, very wisely. Spend time learning things. I'll just tell a quick story, Professor Goswami, and then I'll say why I've narrated this story. So this story is of Oxford University. I've not been there, but I read it somewhere. I read it in Reader's Digest. So the story goes like this, that outside of Oxford University, there is a small lake. And in peak summer, 3 professors, after their class, and there was a break of 2 hours, so they thought, let's go for a swim. It's too hot, so let's go for a swim. So all 3 teachers went into the swimming pool. Obviously, in swimming pool, you don't go with your suit and tie, so you go the way you should be. So they went into the swimming pool, had their swim, and after 15-20 minutes, half an hour, they decided to, okay, now it's time to come out and go for lunch and then the next class. So as they were coming out from the lake, a group of students were just passing by. So you can imagine what they would have gone through. And all students, obviously it was boys, girls, all together. And they saw their professors and they started giggling, which is again a normal reaction. So out of these 3 professors, 2 professors, natural reaction, they covered their backside and their front. And 1 professor, he just covered his face with both his hands. So the 2 profs made fun of the 3rd professor. Hey, man, what is this? You covered your face. And the reaction of the 3rd professor was, my students know me by my face. Rest of the things he did not say. But rest of the things, I hope all of you understand. So it's important for all of you to figure out, boss, aap logon ko dekhna kya hai? You want to learn from your professor, then look at his or her face. If you are interested in other things, then it doesn't help you in learning. And even for professor, you should know what is it that you would like to be known by? Whether you want to be known by sharing your knowledge with them or get into other aspects of the institute life. So that is the quick story. Now, another thing which I have always followed, हमारे यहाँ बोलते हैं ना कि do what you love. That is, if you have planned your career from, if you got to know when you were 4 or 5 that, oh, this is what I want to pursue, then good, do what you love. If, like me, if you have not been able to figure that out at such an early age, then what I always tell myself that, okay, I'm loving what I'm doing. So for me, I didn't know what I loved and therefore where to go. But yes, for 31 years, I'm loving what I'm doing. So in your case also, if you don't know your first love, enjoy your second love, which is, and again, whether you are in doing PR or advertising, that is not a deal breaker if you want to pursue a career in reputation management. And definitely language barrier, again, is not a deal breaker, because I have done post-graduation in Hindi literature from JNU. I'm a science graduate, then Hindi literature, then diploma in journalism, and here I am in public relations for 31 years. So, you know, all those are barriers which works in our mind. But if we are ready to cross those barriers, nothing stops you from pursuing what you want to do. So that is now coming to what are the factors that influence reputation. Various factors. First is, and most important, is vision and leadership of the organization or leaders of the organization. That is the most important factor that I have always believed in. And everybody, when I started my career, again, sir, I started my career with a person who had taught at IIMC. So he hired me and he said कि बेटा तू ठीक ठाक लग रहा है, चल मैं तुमको ट्रेनी हायर करता हूँ. So that's how I was hired as his beta, and then worked with him for a couple of years. So, and he had organizational vision is one. He had his own vision that what he wants to achieve. And this was Dr. Pathak. I'm talking about 90s when, yes, wining dining did work. And I started my career with an alcohol company, which is Shawwalis. So free alcohol हमारे पास था, but हम बहुत liberally नहीं बांटते थे. And it was never quid pro. So in peacetime, yes, I have alcohol to give, so I will give, but not when I needed a story to be done. So I always maintained that discretion, and good thing is I learned from my ex-boss only. So started with an alcohol company, and for last 17 years, I'm working with a total beverage company. So on a lighter note, I always say कि यार उस समय अल्कोहल फ्री मिलता है, आज कोक फ्री मिलता है. उस समय कोक खरीदना पड़ता था, आज मुझको अगर पीना हो तो रम खरीदना पड़ता है, कोक मुझको फ्री मिलता है. So that's where. So one is coming back to vision and leadership, then brand promise. Whatever company, whatever brand that you are working for, what does that brand promise to the consumer, customer, to its stakeholder? And from their whole strategy or how to work on reputation building, it flows from there. If there is no vision, no leadership, brand reputation will be jumping from issue to issue, and you will not know what is your reputation and where is that organization's reputation heading, in which direction. If you are a product or service company, then the kind of product that is being offered or the kind of services that are being offered, again, it will flow from vision and leadership. Products and services, they are all conceptualized keeping the overall organization's character in mind or consumers' need in mind. Then year on year, if you're a listed company or otherwise also, aaj ke tarikh, this age of venture capitalists, but yes, everybody is looking at your financial performance. So financial performance, if you are a good performing company, then your reputation is boss financially बहुत sound company. So that is a message to potential investors, their shareholders, that yes, I am going to get good return on my investment because the financials of this company or this organization is very, very solid. So when I talked about stakeholder, it is everything. It is not just media में story छप गई और reputation बन गया and that's the end of the job. No, media is just a medium to convey your message. But message is more important than the medium. And today we have so many options available. In our days when we started career, it was only and only print media. Television came later on, and social media is last few years that social media has become the monster in a good way and in a bad way that it has become. And in this monstrous age of social media, the challenge of reputation managers are even more serious, more important than it ever was. Even before you have finished speaking, you will be on some or other platform, not knowing what has hit you. And therefore, that what we talk of agility in communication is very, very important, and being very precise. So social media, in any case, it's 200 characters, 5 sentences, more of pictures, less of words. So all those configuration as reputation professional, as PR professional, you must understand, and all of it can't happen in 9 months in IMC. So let me tell you, IMC could only give you a platform, but you will have to build your own capability as you go forward. But yes, while in IMC, you have the opportunity to learn from some of the best in-house professors and guest speakers or guest lectures that they bring in. So learn from all of them. Another very important aspect of reputation is, how is the workplace environment? Aajkal, matlab, when we interview the younger generation, they ask, okay, what is the work culture? Work-life balance. Do you guys, what do you do to take care of employees' emotional issue if there are any? So those questions this generation is asking. We never knew इस तरह का कुछ होता है, stress management. So workplace environment is very, very important for any organization's reputation, and therefore best workplace in this sector, in that sector, all those awards, they all came out because this was coming from a stakeholder perspective, that these are important aspects. If I have to join an organization, I should know as much as I can. Otherwise, in olden days, ठीक है, company है, interview हो गया, अच्छा कब join करना है, and we would just read the appointment letter, nothing else, no questions asked. मतलब we hardly asked any question to the person who interviewed us. But nowadays, they ask as many questions as we ask, and all those questions are more personal. कि मैं अगर यहाँ आऊंगा तो मेरे लिए क्या होगा, मेरी family अगर है तो do you give family insurance, do you give this, do you give that? So those questions have become very, very relevant in today's world, and therefore workplace environment plays a very important role in any organization's reputation. Otherwise, we also hear कि यार उस जगह पे मैं नहीं जाऊंगा, क्यों, बहुत खराब environment. Without getting into details, we know some of the organizations I would not prefer to join. I would rather sit without a job for a year than joining them. I'm not going to name any of those organizations, but social responsibility. So people ask nowadays, okay, fine, very good performance, very wide range of product portfolio, very good paymaster, but what are your social commitments? What are your sustainability commitments? So all those questions are being asked. So all of it adds to reputation. Emotional appeal. I'll give you another example. So Abhi sir, 2020 mein, when this whole lockdown thing and pandemic, so there was fear that every organization will retrench people, there will be salary cuts, all those things, real fear. So our CEO, the then CEO, in first 15 days of lockdown, she called a employee meet virtual. Obviously, it was virtual. And she made 3 announcements. First announcement, there will be no job cut in Hindustan Coca-Cola. There will be no salary cut in Hindustan Coca-Cola. And this was across levels. Third thing she said, there will be no promotion in Hindustan Coca-Cola for 1 year. These 3 messages were so reassuring, and it touched every employee at an emotional level. And I'm again saying, I hope we don't have to face similar situation, another pandemic to get those emotional support from organization. But yes, in difficult times, the emotional appeal adds to the reputation. So 6,000 employees of HCCB in 2020 and their families and their extended families were all reassured in 5 minutes with 3 sentences. All 6,000 employees, for their life, they will talk about this, whether they stay in HCCB, continue working here, or they go anywhere else. None of us will forget these 3 statements of our then CEO. So emotional appeal is equally important when it comes to reputation. आजकल तो हम वो भी रह रहे हैं कि nation wants to know. Sir,
may I please request you to conclude in a couple of minutes?
Yes. So some of the vehicles for building reputation, we all know media plays a big role, but is media the only thing? The answer is no. You can own your own media. So what is called PESO model, which is paid, earned, shared, and owned. So all of it you will learn as you go through your classes. So that's a quick input from me. But yes, make best use of IMC in the right way. And I was looking forward to coming to the campus. I was so excited, sir, कि मैं कल दिल्ली में मेरी कुछ मीटिंग थी, तो मैंने सर को कहा कि मैं बस कैंपस पहुंच रहा हूं, तो उन्होंने कहा कि नहीं, पर कल है. और आज ऐसा है कि आज मैं दिल्ली जा नहीं सकता था क्योंकि ढेर सारे बैक टू बैक कॉल है, तो उस बीच में निकलना. So that's why otherwise I would have come to IMC Delhi campus at least to meet all of you and interact with those students who are there in IMC Delhi campus, but I'll keep it some other time. So thank you very much and best wishes to all of you.
Thank you, sir. I'm sure DG sir and Dean sir, they will make best use of you whenever you are in Delhi next, and would invite you over to have physical interaction with the students, more specifically with the students of ADPR, but also with all students of all other courses. Thank you for giving out the message that make the best use of your stay at IMC. This coming from an alumnus means a lot.
Yes. And I enjoyed 9 months in campus, so thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah, and your career itself is a big message that even if you don't follow your first love, you studied Hindi journalism, but you landed up in ADPR and you are such a successful PR professional. So this is for all the students. You may be in whatever courses you've got admission into, but that is not the end. You can always diversify and try at other fields of mass communication and do wonders there. So thank you very much, Mr. Rajan.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Now, coming to the third speaker of today, we have another alumnus of IMC, Shri Harshendra Singh Vardhan. Shri Harshendra Singh Vardhan is Head Public Relations and Brand Communications in IFCO. He possesses 16 years of experience in strategizing and implementing communication solutions. He facilitates strategic communication processes to leverage the strengths of multiple communication resources in order to support the overall objective of IFCO. He is, like I said, an alumnus of IMC, and this time from the Ad and PR department. So one alumnus we had from Hindi journalism, doing wonders in public relations, and the second alumnus is from the Ad and PR. Over to you, Shri Vardhan.
Thank you, Rakesh sir, for giving me this opportunity, and I thank Dean sir and everyone, all my professors, seniors at IMC. And I would like to start this session by giving my regards to Ajit sir, Ajit Pathak sir. Sir, pranam. मैं सबको कहना चाहूँगा यहाँ पे कि अजीत सर जो हमारे साथ बैठे हैं, अजीत पाठक सर, I mean it is all, आप सब लोगों का एक, you all are lucky to get his blessings on the very first day. I mean Ajit Pathak sir is supposed to be one of the best, if I communicate top 3 PR persons in India, he will come at those positions. So ये बड़े हम लोगों के लिए एक सौभाग्य की बात है कि आज गुरुदेव हमारे बीच में बैठे हुए हैं. और जैसे आप लोग बैठे थे, आई थिंक मैं जब गया था अपने IMC में, तो गुरुदेव का आशीर्वाद मिला था। तो सर आपको आगे फिर से आशीर्वाद मुझे दें और चरण स्पर्श। आपके आशीर्वाद की वजह से मैं आज इस पोजीशन पे पहुंचा हूं कि ये मेरे लिए सबसे बड़ी बात है। आप अपने एज एन एल्यूमिनाई आप अपने जूनियर्स को 17 साल के बाद में उनके ओरिएंटेशन प्रोग्राम में आप वक्ता हैं, एंड ऑन द सेम बोर्ड you have the master of the PR in front of you who has taught you the PR. So I think मुझे लगता है मेरे लिए भी गर्व की बात है और अजीत पाठक सर के लिए भी गर्व की बात है ये. So once again I salute you sir, and I'll start. Second, कल्याण रंजन सर थे साथ में हमारे अभी. He is president also of IMC Alumni Association. So I convey my regards and respect to Kalyan sir also. It's always an great opportunity to be with such senior fellows who keep you guiding day to day basis. I mean, it's not like a professional relationship. It's more of a personal. Then it comes professional. So my first advice to everyone, I'll tell this thing to everyone, that this is not a teaching session. I mean, this is all about sharing your experiences and then telling that, how this particular topic, reputation management via PR, is important. So, but foremost, the most important aspect right now here is that to tell you guys what exactly is PR and how you grow from PR actually. So reputation management is one of the part of the public relations. And what is public relations? Like, we are at a position, I'm at a position where, I am facing two of my seniors who have taught me the PR. So this is one of the biggest tasks. So this is the first lesson. How can you do a PR without making relations? So you cannot do that. तो आपको सबसे पहले relations बनाने हैं, और relations बनाने के लिए आपको क्या करना है वो आपको जानना बहुत जरूरी है. So it's very important for in that aspect. And now let me come to the topic, that reputation management. What is reputation? Reputation is all about the positive thought process for particular brand, individual, organization, entity, XYZ, right? So how positively you think, what positive aspect which is there across its audiences, that is basically reputation. तो हम कहते हैं ना कि इसका reputation खराब हो गया है, इसका रेपो ठीक नहीं है, या इसका रेपो बहुत अच्छा है, इसका रेपो टीचर्स के साथ बहुत अच्छा है, इसका रेपो इसके साथ बहुत अच्छा है. So that is basically an insight. बहुत basic चीज है, and it is not something very exclusive or special thing. We all knows it. I mean, we are born with PR techniques with us. I mean, just take an example. If you have to go out, from your class, how you create pointers to share with your teachers so that in a positive note they will allow you to do certain things. Similarly, in your parents, जब हम लोग छोटे होते थे तो होमवर्क करने के बाद में हम लोग कैसे अपने पेरेंट्स को कन्विंस करते थे कि वो हमारा एक पॉजिटिव रेप्यूटेशन हमारे पेरेंट्स पे रहे और वो हमको अलाउ करें खेलने जाने के लिए या मार्केट जाने के लिए, सिनेमा जाने के लिए. So this all will come from there itself, right? So it's very basic. So काफी सारे लोग सोते हुए मुझे नजर आ रहे हैं. I'll suggest you guys, you just put down your pens, just listen it. There is nothing to note down actually. Everything is there on, you will get a good, Goswami sir and the rest, all the professors will give you a huge amount of list of all books. So you want to have, n number of books. आप पढ़ते पढ़ते थक जाएंगे, वो किताबें खत्म नहीं होंगी. In libraries we have, so it's like you don't need to write right now, just listen. So that's more important. I see some people are playing with their mobile phones also. So I request everyone, do not play with mobile phones right now. If you have to tweet or put on a social media, do it later, right? So now the point is that how this reputation comes. Reputation is, influence. How how strongly we can influence someone, and who is this someone? The someone is the public. So what is the public? आपके लिए वो पब्लिक होगा जिस पर्टिकुलर पब्लिक को आप टारगेट कर रहे हैं. सो उस पब्लिक को आपको इन्फ्लुएंस करना है अपने ब्रांड के लिए. नाउ ब्रांड स्टेट्स फॉर दैट, यू नो, ब्रांड कैन बी द कंपनी आल्सो, ब्रांड कैन बी you yourself also, an institution also, or can anything also. So you have to just see that how you are influencing people for a specific brand, and that actually, you know, makes your reputation. और टेक्निकली रेप्यूटेशन मतलब पॉजिटिव रेप्यूटेशन होता है और नेगेटिव रेप्यूटेशन होता है. या तो पॉजिटिव रेप्यूटेशन है, आपका नेगेटिव रेप्यूटेशन है. जब नेगेटिव होता है तो आपको कहते हैं पॉजिटिव रेप्यूटेशन बनाइए अपना. आपका रेपो इनके साथ ठीक नहीं है, ठीक कीजिए उसको फटाफट से. तो यू मेक चेंजेस इनटू योरसेल्फ इन योर सिस्टम. बट व्हाई वी नीड अ पॉजिटिव रेप्यूटेशन? अगर एक कंपनी है, क्लाइंट है आपका, if you are a PR professional or Copcom professional, then why exactly you need a positive reputation? You need the positive reputation, one, for that building the trust, getting the loyalty from your audiences, and I should rather say publics. So publics will have your audience as well as the users, right? And sales and marketing. Sales, how your sales are growing, right? आपका अच्छा सेल होगा अगर आपका अच्छा रेप्यूटेशन होगा. अगर रेप्यूटेशन अच्छा नहीं है, सेल अच्छा नहीं होगा. आप मार्केट जाते हैं, बहुत सारे प्रोडक्ट्स होते हैं, वो आप just because you buy it because of the good reputation, right? You have not even used those products or that line of product, but yes, because you have seen that the reputation of that product is so high that you end up in buying all those things. So that basically mostly include that impulsive buying also, but mainly the point is that you buy the products because of a very good reputation. And reputation comes like आपने या तो यूज किया होगा, या तो यूज कर रहे हैं, या यूज नहीं किया है. So that's why reputation is also important. तीसरा होता है कि public image. अगर आपका reputation अच्छा है तो आपका एक public image जो है वो भी अच्छा होगा. And a positive reputation never let you fall into a crisis situation. I mean, आप crisis situation में पड़ेंगे, लेकिन आपका जब reputation अच्छा है, you have a good reputation, a positive reputation, then that crisis, the length of that crisis will not be long. So I just put a small example to it. Like for example, what happened few years ago, we had a very small accident in one of our plants. And then what happened that, because IFFCO have a very good reputation of technical expertise in fertilizers across the India, in fact, across the globe. So there are a couple of plants outside India who have our engineers serving in Oman, in Egypt, in Jordan, in Indonesia, in Malaysia. So we have our own engineers working on it. So technical expertise is very strong. Then the safety and security management of the people working at the plant level. So now what happened that there was a small incident of factory, accident inside the factory. अब उसको अच्छी रेप्यूटेशन ने कैसे बचाया? उसको अच्छी रेप्यूटेशन से ऐसे बचा पाया कि जितना मीडिया था, so the very first people who actually covers your incident is the local media. लोकल मीडिया के बाद में आपका आता है रीजनल मीडिया, फिर स्टेट लेवल, फिर नेशनल लेवल मीडिया आता है. बट लोकल मीडिया में आपका रेप्यूटेशन इतना अच्छा था कि वो उस एक नेगेटिव न्यूज का असर जो है बाहर बहुत ज्यादा नहीं पड़ा, so that it did not travel through the local media to the regional media, right? So that is a big thing. So that requires 4 to 8 hours for that travel. But within that travel, that news got so mellowed down that it could not reach to the state level media itself, right? So that is the impact of positive reputation. So local, so when you talk about the reputation management system, entire management system, your media management is also required, and that plays a lot of role. And then how does that, that imagery has come, that positive reputation came? हम बना कैसे वो reputation? एक तो ground level exercise, ground level activities से जो हम लोग करते हैं on a daily basis. Now, I'll tell you one thing very important here is that this is not a one-time process. This is a regular process, a regular activity which happens on daily basis. People at our plant, people at marketing zones, we have field days, we have farmer days. I mean, रोज दुनिया में, मतलब हिंदुस्तान में हर दिन हमारे कम से कम 25 से 30 किसान दिवस हो रहे होते हैं, फील्ड दिवस हो रहे होते हैं. वो क्यों हो रहे होते हैं? क्योंकि हम लोग किसान के साथ में मिलते हैं, उनके साथ बैठते हैं, उनको समझाते हैं, उनसे बात करते हैं. तो वो एक रेपुटेशन बिल्ट होता है, हमारा एक पॉजिटिव रेपुटेशन बिल्ट होता है. So what I mean to say is that it is not a one time activity. It's a daily exercise. You have to, if you are in PR, you have to maintain your relations on daily basis, right? Now the next step comes like how to maintain those relations and with whom actually. So the closest ring across with for a PR person for a good reputation is like, the media. One of these, the closest link is the media. So you try to interact with your media, whether it's local, state or national level. You interact with them, you share a good relationship with them, you share content with them, you share a lot of information with them, which is shareable information. And then you go and meet those people on a regular basis. आज इससे मुलाकात कर ली, कल उससे मुलाकात कर ली, आज उससे फोन पे बात कर लिया, आज उससे कल उससे कर लिया. When in 2005 when I joined PR, it was like, you have to make a plan and then you have to travel to X place or Y place. We used to cover 3 or 4 journalists in that area. So that's how it used to develop, or gradually. It's a gradual exercise. When the media person will think that okay, they are getting a good information from us, they will also share things with us. So that is how it's a daily exercise. You cannot say that आज मैंने मीडिया लिस्ट ले ली तो मैं कल जो है सारे पत्रकारों को एक ईमेल डाल दूंगा और सब पत्रकार मेरी खबर छाप देंगे, या मैंने जो खबर बोली है वो रोक देंगे, या फिर मेरे फेवर में कुछ बात बोलेंगे. नो, दिस डज नॉट हैपेंस. ये नहीं होता है कभी भी. इट्स अ डेली प्रोसेस. आप रोज प्रयास करते हैं, रोज एक स्टेप लेते हैं. नाउ I'll say one thing that I personally believe that this entire reputation management system is basically like we can put it into a format like building the reputation, maintaining the reputation, and then analyzing it, right? So building the reputation is a daily exercise, maintaining a reputation is a daily exercise, and analyzing it is also a daily exercise. For a Copcom or a PR person, it's always 24/7 are working. I mean, if I am traveling somewhere, so my phone is always on. I mean, PR is specifically for a person who is actually ready to get disturbed 24/7. And it's like you always give, you don't take anything. So अगर अच्छा होता है तो technically you will not get that much this thing. But अगर बुरा होगा तो सबसे पहले जिसका कान पकड़ा जाएगा वो PR वाले का कान पकड़ा जाएगा कि अगर एक रेपुटेशन खराब हो रही है तो आप जिम्मेवार है उसके, आपने कोई एक्शन क्यों नहीं लिया, strong action. So it is always a daily exercise. And customer content communication, this is very important. You have to remember this. You have to remember who are your customers and what content you are giving to them to communicate with them. It is also very important. Now, content is basically what you're talking about, your product, your company, your name to your customers on daily basis. So this is how you build your management, and this is also you maintain your reputation on a daily basis. and communicate. एक बहुत छोटा सा एग्जाम्पल है कि lot of people say that I think all of you have seen that Facebook में you have lot of likes. अब आप कई सारे ऐसे पेजेस देखेंगे कि उनके लाखों में होते हैं लाइक, बट उनके जब कोई कंटेंट प्लेस करते हैं तो उसमें एंगेजमेंट 0 होता है. So it is of no use actually. See, personally, I believe that content is the master. You have to engage your customers, so that if you will engage your customers, it will help you to build your reputation very strongly. So, आपका for example, if you have a Facebook page and you have 500 followers of that particular page, now if all 500 are participating in your page activity, it is very good. So that is why I said analyzing is very important. So you have to see what content you are placing on your Facebook page. So see, online reputation management is itself is a big chapter actually. It's a huge chapter. वो कैसे करना है कैसे नहीं करना है वो तो when your classes will happen, वो उसमें कोई ना कोई someone will cover it. But broadly, I am focusing on the point that you have to focus on a good content which will engage your customers. So always build up a content which will engage your customers. Simple रखना है उसको, आसान रखना है, साधारण रखना है, जिसमें बहुत सारे लोग उसमें आपके साथ में engage होना चाहिए. कोई डिफिकल्ट चीज नहीं लिखनी है, कोई ऐसी भाषा का इस्तेमाल नहीं करना है कि आपको लगे कि मतलब अगला बंदा समझ ही ना पाए. So whether it's in English or Hindi, that language also has to be taken care. So ओवरऑल मेरा आप सब लोगों को यही मतलब कहना है कि it is very important to be a good communicator. Rakesh sir has given me a signal to just finish it off. Sir, just give me 5 more minutes. I'll just try to
please
put it
please
into,
take 1-2 minutes.
very simple words. Is that, see, end of the day we all are communicators. Each one of you are sitting here is a communicator. I will not say that this person is journalist or this person is advertising professional or a PR professional or production guy. No, everyone is a communicator. So you have to remember that. For a good communications, you need a good content, and good content requires a good platform. Good platform to get maximum numbers is your good strategy, good media strategy. So it's a very holistic process, and because of this good reputation, I am here. I did my reputation management very well, so that Professor Goswami or Professor Pramod or हमारे क्या कहते हैं डीन सर, मेरा reputation management बहुत अच्छा था तो उन्होंने मुझे बुलाया, वो मुझे हर साल बुलाते हैं. And I always try to take classes of Delhi Institute. I mean PR and advertising, specifically in PR. So, the crux of the matter is that you have to be a good communicator. Enjoy, write good things, read good things, and enjoy your this 9 to 10 months जो आपका period है, उसको अच्छे से enjoy करें. Copy paste ना करें. This is very important for everyone. Copy paste ना करें. Write your own thing. Even a single line you have written is very well actually. It's accepted. So there are a lot to say. I mean, when I come to the campus, Delhi campus, I'll share my more experiences with everyone. So thank you, Professor Goswami, and thank you, Ajit sir. Pathak sir, thank you so much. मुझे इतनी देर सुनने के लिए. मुझे जानकारी नहीं है कि मैं कितना सही बोला कितना गलत बोला, पर मैंने अपने जो 18 साल का एक्सपीरियंस है मेरा, वो मैंने शेयर किया है छोटे से टाइम पीरियड में.
Thank you,
I feel honored to share a platform with you. All the very best. Thank you
so much, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Harshi, for those words of wisdom. Some takeaways, I think what you said, a positive reputation will never let you fall into a crisis. and even if there is a crisis, the crisis will not long last. So those are very important messages that you've given to our students as the starting point. Like you've rightly said that everyone sitting out here is a communicator, and every communicator needs to have good content. So your advice to all our
सर
students
एक
to write
एक एडवाइस मैं और देना चाहूंगा, क्योंकि सब लोग यहाँ बैठे हुए हैं, सारे सेंटर्स के लोग बैठे हैं. एक एडवाइस मैं और देना चाहूंगा. इट इज not an advice, it's an advisory plus a little order also, that each of you should have a social presence in social media platform. You should be there on Twitter, you should be there on Facebook, you should be there on Instagram. It is mandatory. No one can communicate anything without these platforms, because we are heading to a digital age where these things are mandatory. And for very basic thing is that if an IMC tweets something, you should react to all those tweets. You should spread those messages via the retweeting or sharing with people. कहने का मतलब है कि अगर हम उस पथ पर नहीं चलेंगे तो हम दूसरे को उस पथ पर चलने के लिए बोल नहीं सकते हैं. That's it. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. We've already started telling our students to increase their social media footprints. Those of them who are not there, we've asked them to start their Twitter handles and Facebook pages, etc. Thank you very much for that very relevant and very important advice. Now, without wasting any more time, I would like to introduce the fourth speaker of this evening, Dr. Sameer Kapoor. Armed with more than 2 decades of experience in corporate communications, investor relations, and strategy.
Rakeshji, please find out whether Sameerji is here or not. I could not locate him.
Oh, I didn't check that.
Please locate. Is Dr. Sameer here?
Is Dr. Kapoor here? Can you hear us?
I too checked. He's not there in the participants list.
I think he's not here.
Would you like to call him, or we move on to the next?
I have sent message, but he did not respond. I don't know, but he responded at 2:55 that he's joining. I don't know what.
What do you say? I think we can then invite Umesh Upadhyay, sir.
Umesh, sir.
Yes. All right. So Sri Umesh Upadhyay is a senior journalist, academician, and communication professional with over 3 decades of experience. He has done professional courses from FTII Pune, Asian Institute for Broadcasting Development, B-Sky B London, Thames Studio UK. He has experience of working with Delhi University, Press Trust of India PTI, Doordarshan, Z News, Sub TV, Home TV, Disha Education Society, and Network 18. He has headed many TV channels as editor and is currently working as president and media director in Reliance Industries Limited. It is our honor to have you here, sir, with us this evening to talk to the next batch of students of IMC. Over to you, Umesh, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, we can.
आवाज आ रही है? तो सबसे पहले तो सबको नमस्ते. प्रोफेसर रिंकू पेगू, राकेश गोस्वामी जी, प्रोफेसर प्रमोद सैनी जी, और मेरे से पहले जो वक्ता बोले हैं, पाठक जी, हर्षवर्धन जी, कल्याण जी, सबने बताया कि पीआर में उनका काफी एक्सपर्टीज है, काफी पढ़े लिखे लोग हैं. तो सबसे पहले तो मेरा डिस्क्लेमर, मुझे पीआर का पी भी नहीं आता और ना मैंने मीडिया पढ़ा है. हाँ, कम्युनिकेशन के फील्ड में कुछ करने की कोशिश की है, उसका विद्यार्थी हूं. एंड आई वुड लाइक टू शेयर whatever little I have done as a communicator. It's a fast changing world, and everybody had talked about digital space, digital media. New paradigms are coming, new life is coming, new brand culture is coming, नए नए तरीके आ रहे हैं. तो मुझे तो कई बार लगता है कि ये जो पूरा पीआर का शब्द है, यही थोड़ा सा कई बार मिसफिट बैठता है। और क्षमा चाहता हूं जो बड़े बड़े गुरु हैं या पीआर के, हम सबको अपने आप को कम्युनिकेटर कहना चाहिए। कभी कम्युनिकेटर इधर होते हैं, कभी कम्युनिकेटर इधर होते हैं, और हम कम्युनिकेशन के इरा में हैं। Whereas whatever we are communicating, चाहे हम कंपनी की तरफ से कर रहे हो, कंपनी के लिए कर रहे हो, इंडिविजुअल्स के लिए कर रहे हो, और इमेज मैनेजमेंट, परसेप्शन मैनेजमेंट, जिसको हिंदी में आपने कहा कि ख्याति का प्रबंधन, अपनी छवि का विवरण, और जिसे एक लार्जर टर्म में अभी यूज किया जाता है एक शब्द, नैरेटिव बिल्डिंग, नैरेटिव फॉर द कंपनी, नैरेटिव फॉर एन इंडिविजुअल, narrative for an institution. That is the most important thing today. और उसमें मुझे एक संस्कृत का श्लोक पुराना याद आ रहा है। राम जी से जब पूछा तो राम जी ने कहा कि मुझे किससे भय लगता है। उन्होंने कहा, न भीतो मरणादस्मि, मुझे मृत्यु से भय नहीं लगता, केवलम दूषितो यशः, मुझे लोकापवाद से, अपयश से, इससे भय लगता है। तो आज सबसे भयभीत करने वाली जो चीज है वो है इमेज, छवि। और मेरे पहले जो विज्ञान वक्ता थे उन्होंने छवि की बात की, इमेज की बात की, परसेप्शन की बात की। लेकिन एक बात मैं बताता हूं कि कई बार, और कुछ नगेट्स ही दूंगा, पूरी बात नहीं हो पाएगी, समय 15 मिनट का है, कि छवि का कई बार सत्य से संबंध हो भी सकता है, नहीं भी हो सकता। कई बार छवि ठीक भी हो सकती है, ठीक नहीं भी हो सकती। इसलिए छवि सत्य है कि नहीं है, ये एक बड़ा सवाल है। और मैं 2 एग्जांपल आपको देता हूं। आप सबने गल्फ वॉर के बारे में सुना होगा। अमेरिका ने हमला किया इराक के ऊपर, और सद्दाम हुसैन की एक छवि बनाई गई। छवि थी कि उनके पास WMDs हैं, वेपन्स ऑफ मास डिस्ट्रक्शन हैं। उनको मार दिया गया। वेपन्स ऑफ मास डिस्ट्रक्शन तो नहीं निकले, लेकिन छवि के आधार पर, इसलिए मैंने कहा कि सत्य का छवि से कई बार तारतम्य होता है, कई बार नहीं होता। एक और एग्जांपल देता हूं रीसेंट। पिछले दिनों जब यूएस इलेक्शंस हुए, उसमें चुनाव से कुछ दिन पहले, नवंबर में चुनाव होते हैं, देयर वाज अ न्यूज अबाउट हंटर बाइडेन, जो बाइडेन के बेटे। और वो न्यूज आई कि किस तरह से जब जो बाइडेन साहब उपराष्ट्रपति थे अमेरिका के, तो उन्होंने, उनके बेटे ने काफी बिजनेस डीलिंग्स की जो कि अनएथिकल थी। आपको याद होगा कि ट्विटर, फेसबुक और सब ने उस खबर को रोक दिया, दिखाया नहीं गया। बाद में जब ट्विटर के सीईओ जैक डोरथी से बात हुई, इलेक्शन हो गए थे, 4 नवंबर को शायद इलेक्शन होते हैं, 6-7 नवंबर की बात है, उनसे जब बात की गई कि भाई ये खबर आपने रोक क्यों दी गई, आपने दिखाई क्यों नहीं, क्योंकि उससे तो जो बाइडेन को नुकसान होता, और ट्रंप और बाइडेन के जो अंतर था बहुत छोटा था जीत का, आपको मालूम है, कुछ डेसिमल्स में वो जीते थे। तो उन्होंने कहा, वी मेड अ टेरिबल मिस्टेक, हमसे गलती हो गई, लेकिन चुनाव तो हो गया, डेसिमल तो हो गए। तो जब आप इस रेपुटेशन मैनेजमेंट के फील्ड में जाएंगे तो इस बात का ख्याल रखें कि कई बार वो सत्य हो सकती है, सत्य नहीं हो सकती, क्योंकि सत्यान्वेषण का समय भी नहीं देती, इतना समय ही नहीं होता। और मैंने आपसे कहा कि हम डिजिटल वर्ल्ड में काम करते हैं। कुछ एग्जांपल और आपको देना चाहूंगा कि अभी इतना तेजी से चीजें होती हैं। अभी हर्षवर्धन जी बता रहे थे कि न्यूज 4-5 घंटे में ट्रेवल नहीं कर पाई, लोकल थी, रीजनल, नेशनल, इंटरनेशनल, ये सीमाएं भी अब टूट गई है। नो न्यूज इज लोकल नाउ, नो न्यूज पेपर इज लोकल नाउ। होता क्या है, मैं आपको बताता हूं और अपना अनुभव बताता हूं, क्योंकि मैं कंपनी के रेपुटेशन मैनेजमेंट के लिए काम करता हूं। हिंदुस्तान की सबसे बड़ी जो कंपनी है रिलायंस, एक छोटा सा व्यक्ति, एक छोटा सा पोर्टल एक खबर कहीं डालता है, मिनटों के अंदर वो वायरल होती है, उसके बाद अखबार उसको उठा लेते हैं, उसी रात टीवी पर डिस्कशन हो जाता है। इतना समय ही नहीं होता कि आप उसके जिसे बोलते हैं ढूंढने में जाएंगे क्या सही है क्या गलत है। बाय द टाइम यू रियलाइज वेदर इट वाज राइट और रॉन्ग, द न्यूज हैज गॉन, लाइक व्हाट हैपेंड विद सद्दाम। तो करना क्या है, इंपॉर्टेंट बात है। एक, रेपुटेशन मैनेजमेंट, छवि का देखना is a continuous WIP, continuous work in progress। आपको 24 घंटे अपने पैरों पर दिमाग के एंटीना को आंख नाक कान खुले रखना है। अगर आप इस प्रोफेशन के अंदर आए हैं, पहले होता था ना कि जर्नलिस्ट को 12-14-15 घंटे काम करना होता था और जो PR के लोग थे वो थोड़ा सुस्ता सकते थे। अब उल्टा हो गया है, 24 घंटे का काम है। कोई मीडिया छोटा नहीं है, कोई वेबसाइट छोटी नहीं है, कोई अकाउंट छोटा नहीं है। और तो फिर उसमें आप क्या कर सकते हैं? मैंने कहा कि दुनिया बदल रही है। भारत में कंपनियां कम्युनिकेशन को लेके बहुत ओपन नहीं थी पहले। और मैं एक उदाहरण बताता हूं, हम एक इवेंट कर रहे थे बड़ा सा हमारी कंपनी के लिए, और हमने सोचा कि ये 4 साल पहले की बात है, एंड यू नो आवर कंपनी इज वेरी रिलक्टेंट इन पब्लिक कम्युनिकेशन की। अपना हमारा काम बोलेगा ऐसा करके, हमारा काम बोलेगा, ऐसे बोलते हैं ना कि हमारा तो काम बोलेगा, हम अच्छा करेंगे तो होगा। तो वो इवेंट था, देश का बड़ा इवेंट था। हमने सोचा कि अच्छे से फोटो देख के, अच्छे से वीडियो देख के डालेंगे। तब तक तो जनता डाल चुकी थी और हम जो नहीं चाहते थे वो डल चुका था। यानी आप, तो सबसे पहला सबक हमने सीखा कि सोशल मीडिया के जमाने में, हिंदी में हम जो एक बात कहते हैं, पहले मारे सो मीर। जो कम्युनिकेशन को पहले डालता है, जो पिक्चर को पहले डालता है, जो वीडियो को पहले डालता है, अपन तो फिर फास्ट फॉरवर्ड मोड में है ना, हर आदमी बिना पढ़े फॉरवर्ड करता है व्हाट्सएप यूनिवर्सिटी में। सो द फर्स्ट प्रिंसिपल इज दैट व्हाटएवर यू वांट टू कम्युनिकेट, व्हाटएवर यू वांट टू नैरेट, और व्हाटएवर नैरेटिव यू वांट टू मेक, यू शुड बी क्विक इनफ। इनफैक्ट आपके पास वो फोटो वो तुरंत से निकालना चाहिए। इवन अ gap or 15 minute makes a huge difference। 15 मिनट भी एक एज होती है। और मैं कभी आपकी क्लास में आऊंगा तो बताऊंगा, ये यहां बताने की बात समय नहीं है। और फिर एक और बात कही कि भारत के संदर्भ में कंपनी, ब्रांड, प्रोडक्ट, कंपनी की लीडरशिप, कंपनी को चलाने वाला परिवार, ये सब इमालगमेटेड होते हैं, अलग अलग नहीं होते। ये जो कोई बाहर से एक बड़े ख्याल हमारे यहाँ आते हैं कि कंपनी अलग है, मैनेजमेंट अलग है, चलाने वाले अलग हैं, हिंदुस्तान में सब अलग नहीं होता। हिंदुस्तान में रतन टाटा टाटा, बस, इसके बाद सब खत्म। तो ये चलता है। तो आपके लिए वह भी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। जब रेपुटेशन की बात करते हैं, छवि की बात करते हैं, तो उस छवि का ख्याल रखना। एक और बात कि कुछ चीजें स्थायी होती हैं, और मैं अपनी एग्जांपल करूंगा। जब मैं नेटवर्क 18 में प्रेसिडेंट था और जियो लॉन्च हो रहा था, तो मुझसे कहा गया कि आप थोड़ा जियो के कम्युनिकेशन को देखिए। तो मैंने उनसे कहा कि मुझे तो पीआर आता नहीं है। मैं अपने बॉस को, मैं तो आई हैव नो आइडिया ऑफ पीआर एंड स्टिल आई डोंट नो पीआर, आई एम स्टिल अ जर्नलिस्ट। तो उन्होंने कहा नहीं आप कर लेंगे, आप देखिए। तो फिर मैंने एक ही बात सोची, मैंने क्या दिमाग लगाया कि जर्नलिस्ट के दिमाग में क्या चलता है, जर्नलिस्ट क्या देखना चाहता है। ना क्रिकेट देखते हैं ना, तो आजकल T20 में जब देखिए तो वो बॉलर बैट्समैन का माइंड पड़ता है और बैट्समैन बॉलर का माइंड पड़ता है कि अगली बार ये बाउंसर मारेगा या अगली बार सीधे के सीधे यॉर्कर मारेगा। तो अगर आप वैसा सोचते हैं तो संबंध बनाने के लिए, और संबंधों की बात हुई और संबंध की बात पर अपनी बात को मैं ज्यादा लंबा नहीं फैलाऊंगा। तो मैंने बहुत सारे एडिटर्स को टेक्नोलॉजी देखने के लिए बुलाया और वो आते थे, कहते थे सर स्टोरी तो बताइए, स्टोरी क्या लिखनी है। मैं कहता था कोई स्टोरी नहीं चाहिए हमें, आप आए, नमस्ते, आप देखिए हमारी टेक्नोलॉजी। अब पीआर की दुनिया में ये होता नहीं है, जब किसी विजिट पर आप बुलाते हैं तो बाद में एक पर्चा पकड़ाया जाता है कि भाई ये कागज ले लीजिए, कागज छाप दीजिएगा। मैंने कहा कि कागज तो छपाना ही नहीं मुझे। अब देखिए क्या होता है। अब मैं जानता हूं हिंदुस्तान में ज्यादातर काम आंखों की शर्म से होता है, ये गांठ बांध लीजिए, पैसे से नहीं होता। और जो बता रहे थे कल्याण साहब, उससे भी नहीं होता। उससे होता है तो थोड़ी देर सुरूर उतर जाने के बाद खत्म हो जाता है, लेकिन आंखों की शर्म से होता है। तो ये जो 300-400-500 एडिटर्स आए थे, अब उनके मन में आ गया कि भाई इन्होंने कभी बुलाया था और स्टोरी नहीं बताई। अब होता यह है कि जब हम स्टोरी ईमेल पर भी भेज देते हैं तो वो छप जाती है। ये संबंध ऐसा बन जाता है, क्योंकि लेन देन का संबंध नहीं रखना। वी डोंट हैव टू बी ट्रांजैक्शनल इन रिलेशनशिप मेकिंग। शांति के समय क्राइसिस नहीं हो तो संबंध बनाइए, और संबंध बनाने की कला कैसी होनी चाहिए, यह भी मैं एक भारतीय उदाहरण से आपको समाप्त करूंगा। कि अभी मेरे को कोई बोल रहा था कि यार ये जो इंडियंस जो है ना, ये सब जगह सीईओ बहुत बन जाते हैं अमेरिका की कंपनियों में और ये सब। तो क्या वो इतने इंटेलिजेंट होते हैं, इतने बुद्धि वाले होते हैं? मैंने कहा नहीं, उनको ना संबंध बनाना आता है, और संबंध बनाना हमारे खून में होता है। कैसे होता है? हम जॉइंट फैमिली में रहते हैं ना, फैमिली में रहते हैं, तो भारत के एक व्यक्ति का फैमिलीज में उसको मालूम होता है कि कैसे, अच्छा बुआ जी से क्या संबंध रखना है, मम्मी को क्या बोलना है जो पापा को नहीं बोलना, पापा से क्या बात करनी है जो दादी जी को नहीं बोलनी, दादी से जो क्या बात करनी है जो दादा को नहीं पता होनी चाहिए। आप जानते हैं ना, ये जो संबंधों की लेयरिंग है हमारे दिमागों में सहज रूप से आती है, हमको इसके लिए प्रयास नहीं करना पड़ता। Whereas the other people in the world, most of the people जो कॉम्पिटिटर होते हैं वो ब्लैक एंड व्हाइट में देखते हैं। तो जो भारतीय सीईओ इसलिए ज्यादा कामयाब हो पाते हैं कि वो अलग अलग स्तर पर अलग अलग तरह के संबंध रख पाते हैं, और इसलिए वो ज्यादा अच्छी तरह से कंपनी की रिलेशनशिप्स को कंपनी के विद इन एंड आउटसाइड मैनेज कर पाते हैं। रेपुटेशन मैनेजमेंट का भी यही खेल है कि आपको संबंधों को कायम करना है, अलग अलग लेयर्स पर, अलग अलग लेवल्स पर, अलग अलग तरीके से, और वो आपको स्वाभाविक रूप से मिलता है, ये भी समझ लें, है ना। वो एक और एग्जांपल देता हूं और फिर इससे पहले कि राकेश जी हाथ उठाएं अपनी बात को समाप्त करूंगा। हम जब एक मंदिर में दर्शन के लिए जाते हैं ना, तो क्या होता है कि हम राम जी के मंदिर में जाते हैं, समझिए, तो क्या होता है कि वो मंदिर में गणेश जी की भी मूर्ति होती है, लक्ष्मी जी की भी मूर्ति होती है, हनुमान जी की भी होती है, शिव जी की भी होती है। तो जाते तो राम के मंदिर में, लेकिन हम पहले गणेश जी को भी नमस्ते कर लेते हैं, शिव जी को भी फूल चढ़ा देते हैं, हनुमान जी को भी कर लेते हैं। यानी अलग अलग, ये नहीं है कि एक ही देवता है उसको पूजना है। दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट इन रिलेशनशिप मेकिंग। जब आप किसी न्यूज रूम में जाते हैं तो आप अगर ये सोचते हैं कि आपके मालिक से संबंध बन गए, आपके एडिटर से संबंध बन गए, तो काम चल गया। कभी आपको नीचे तक बीट रिपोर्टर तक जाना पड़ता है, कभी डेस्क वाले के पास जाना पड़ता है, कभी सब एडिटर के पास जाना पड़ता है, और सब लेवल पर अलग अलग संबंध कायम करके रखने पड़ते हैं, बिकॉज यू नेवर नो कि कौन कब जरूरत पड़ जाएगी। एंड आई नो इट फ्रॉम माय एग्जांपल्स, एंड आई नो इट। कई बार बड़ी बड़ी क्राइसिस की खबर होती है, उनके एडिटर को पता भी नहीं पड़ता, और जो एक, जैसे मुफस्सिल राकेश जी अच्छे से जानते हैं कि एक स्ट्रिंगर ही वो काम कर देता है, और अगर आपने उस स्ट्रिंगर को नाराज कर दिया और आपने उसको कहा कि अच्छा देख भाई, मैं इस कंपनी से हूं, ये छापना नहीं, वो आपकी बात मान जाएगा, लेकिन अपने पड़ोसी को दे देगा और पड़ोसी उसको चला देगा। ये चलता है। तो ये डिफरेंट लेयरिंग ऑफ रिलेशनशिप, बीइंग नॉन ट्रांजैक्शनल, अपने पैरों पर लगातार अपने एंटीना को चला के रखना, डिजिटल दुनिया को सीखना, डिजिटल टेक्नोलॉजी को समझना, एल्गोरिथम्स को समझना, डिजिटल दुनिया कैसे काम करती है, सोशल जायंट्स कैसे काम करते हैं, इसको आत्मसात करना। These are some of the important points that will make you good communicators, whether you are a journalist or a corporate communication. You are a communicator, and I think you are in IMC. It will do a lot of good to you if you keep these simple but little bit complex things in mind. I thank you, everyone, especially the department and professors for inviting me to this orientation for new students. Thank you very much.
थैंक यू उमेश सर, आपने बहुत सुंदर तरीके से भारतीय उदाहरणों के साथ हमें बताया कि कैसे संबंध बनाना और संबंधों की डिफरेंट लेयर्स को समझना और उसको मेंटेन करना कैसे हमारे अंदर स्वाभाविक रूप से भारतीयों के अंदर ये एक क्षमता है। और इसके साथ ही आपने हमारे स्टूडेंट्स को बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट लेसन ये दिया कि इस लेयरिंग ऑफ रिलेशनशिप्स में नॉन ट्रांजैक्शनल होना और डिजिटल टेक्नोलॉजी को समझना और डिजिटल वर्ल्ड को अच्छे से आत्मसात करना, यही एक अच्छे कम्युनिकेटर होने के जो एक मंत्र है वो है। तो बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आपका। और इसी के साथ मैं डॉक्टर पाठक का, कल्याण रंजन जी का, वर्धन जी का, सभी का एक बार पुनः बहुत धन्यवाद देता हूं। And now I'd request my colleague Rinku Pegu ji to propose a formal vote of thanks. Rinku ji, you are mute. Please unmute.
Okay, good afternoon to all the speakers, to the panelists, and to the students and my dear colleagues. I think, so many different aspects came out from today's panel discussion. So our first speaker, Shri Ajit Pathak, brought clarity कि PR क्या होता है और PR में रेपुटेशन क्या होता है, और उसमें मतलब एक वो कॉन्सेप्ट क्या है, उसका प्रोसेस क्या है, और उस प्रोसेस को जारी रखने के लिए आपको क्या एटीट्यूड डेवलप करना है, वो इतना अच्छा से दोहराया अपने प्रेजेंटेशन के द्वारा। उनका जो सेकंड स्पीकर थे, जो श्री कल्याण रंजन, उन्होंने बोला कि जो PR है, रेपुटेशन है, एक टीम वर्क है, मतलब एक कोलैबोरेटिव वर्क है। तो इसमें सबसे पहले ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का विजन बहुत महत्वपूर्ण रखता है। इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन टू हैव अ विजन, एंड ऑल्सो व्हाट इज द ब्रांड प्रॉमिस. So as you proceed in your class, you will get to know more in depth, but you highlighted these points beautifully. Then the following speaker, Shri Harshinder Singh Vardhan, also, उन्होंने इतना सुंदर से ये बोला कि एक मतलब ही foregrounded the word public, मतलब जनता, पब्लिक के साथ ये संबंध होता है, और इस संबंध में सबसे महत्वपूर्ण, what is the most important thing is trust. And trust is not acquired overnight. To acquire trust, to build trust, ये समय लगता है, उसमें एक पहले तो आप बिल्ड करते हैं, उसके बाद मेंटेन करना कितना जरूरत होता है, एंड देन थर्डली ऑल्सो एनालाइज, यू नो, यू हैव टू एनालाइज द रिलेशनशिप. ये जो ट्रस्ट तभी होगा पब्लिक के साथ. Here public means the various constituencies that the company is targeting. Okay, and then our last speaker Shri उमेश उपाध्याय जी, इतना सुंदर से वो क्रिटिकल आई डाला है. उन्होंने बोला कि स्पीकर से अलावा कि एक क्रिटिकल होना जानना जरूरत है कि you have to cast a critical eye in the sense that image might not necessarily have relationship with reality all the time. ये इसके लिए you have to be aware about it. इसके लिए सतर्क होना चाहिए कि हमेशा रियलिटी के साथ संबंध नहीं होता है, कई बार होता है, कई बार नहीं होता है. और दूसरा उन्होंने कहा कि बिकॉज इतना मीडिया इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर, टेक्नोलॉजी, इकोलॉजी इतना बदल गया है कि हमको भी वो चीज अपनाना चाहिए कि ऐसा एक डरावना चीज भी है, समथिंग टू बी अवेयर ऑफ, एंजाइटी भी होता है, बट एज मीडिया कम्युनिकेटर्स उन्होंने अच्छा शब्द व्यवहार किया कि जो पहले हम साइलोस में थे, बिकॉज टेक्नोलॉजी इतना इवॉल्व हो गया है, ये सबको कम्युनिकेटर वर्ड में सबको लाया जा सकता है, और इसीलिए साइलोस में काम करना नहीं है. और यू नो वन कैन लाइक relate to it with critical thinking, and also how we can be natural. You know, I mean, there are certain things, especially what is there in the Indian DNA, because we live largely in a larger social, we have social relationships with our relatives, etc., and therefore, you know, we know how to, you know, negotiate the professional world of public relations. So that was very well put. So, and I would like to thank to all the panel speakers, and of course to our Director General, Shri Professor Sanjay Dwivedi ji, because of his mentorship that such big panel discussions are being organized. And also, you know, the other important thing is that, you know, connecting with all the campuses. That's another thing I wanted to bring forth. And also to our convener, Dr. Pramod Kumar ji, and also for today's moderator, Dr. Rakesh Goswami, and to all my colleagues. Thanks. And of course to the students for being patient even for the third, you know, session of the day. Thank you so much. Rakesh ji, आप बोलिए.
Is Pramod ji there? Pramod ji, what is the way
Yes.
forward now?
मुझे लगता है अब हमें क्लोज करना चाहिए. सभी का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद.